you, Michel. So yes, my background is mainly on what we call flow assurance. So it's how to calculate flow in pipes with all the physical chemistry issues. So we have a lot of need of modeling in this area. So CapeOpen is one useful tool to develop quick and efficient solutions. So next slide, please, Michel. Okay. So I will briefly explain why CapeOpen, why we use CapeOpen for some development at IFPEN. And then I will show you two applications, one using Python CapeOpen Thermo Import, which is a package for using thermodynamic within Python, and I will also focus on some application using Python CapeOpen unit operation that we have just seen the presentation by Jasper. So we can move next slide. Okay, so CapeOpen at IFPEN, or we have several departments in IFPEN. Some are dedicated to process modeling, but in my department, as a fluid mechanics department, we are more related to oil and gas production on a geothermal aspect. So we have some needs to model flow in pipes, but we need some thermodynamic calculation to as a closure law for our systems. And we are collaborating with other institutions. So generic standard-based development are always recommended in multi-partner project. And CapeOpen provides a powerful structuring framework for that. To develop different modules that can be integrated further in CapeOpen-based process simulators. In IFPEN, we use CapeOpen to prototype some IFPEN advanced solution delivered in a collaborative or academic and European projects. And we can notice that recently the Python-based unit operation and the Python CapeOpen Thermo import package open new opportunities for fast development of advanced solutions. And especially for us, it's really interesting when we want to prototype something. And Coffee, of course, developed by Amsterchem, is an efficient backup solution in case some companies or academic organizations do not have already a process simulator or a CapeOpen-based process simulator. So they can use Coffee as a PME for gathering all the components and model the physics that we have developed. So next. Okay, so the first focus is on the Python CapeOpen Thermo import package developed by Amsterchem. It allows for importing CapeOpen version 1.1 thermodynamic and physical property package into Python for Windows. It facilitates integration of PVT calculation into Python codes and Jupyter notebooks. So we have access to a large set of physical compounds, equation of states, flash types, and physical property model as soon as we have a thermosystem or a property package license available on our laptop. So thanks to Python, it's possible to do easily some extensive thermodynamic calculations under various pressure, temperature, enthalpies, and to integrate these cores to advanced physical models that we can develop in Python, because Python it's easy programming for researchers. So we are mostly involved in the Python programming. So next slide. Yes, so one application we did for a client, it's to study wax crystallization calculation using multiflash. And multiflash has the ability to calculate the solubility of N-paraffin compounds in waxy crude oils. So from one side, we have performed a lot of gas chromatography analysis, where actually we can define a compound list and the compositions of the fluid. This composition could be used as input, is used as input data to the thermodynamic package multi-flash, and then we can simulate the crystallization curves. In the other hand, we perform what we call differential scanning calorimetry, which provide the experimental crystallization curve of N-paraffin compounds in the fluid. It's just a variation in a small cell, a variation of the temperature, and we measure the energy exchange to change the temperature, and we can have an idea about the crystallization mass, crystallized mass of compounds. So with this process, it's possible to compare simulated crystallization curve to experimental one. So if we move to the next slide. Okay, so we have defined a compound list of 121 compounds from the carbon 6 to carbon 56. We have used the wax model in multi-flash. And of course, we have a sample of the code, how to call the property package. So first, we have to import the Cape-Open thermo package developed by Jasper. Then we have to select the if you press next, please, Michel. Yes. So we have to get access to the property package manager, and then to create the property package already defined previously and exported in multi-flash. Then it's possible to print the list of compounds. So we have a quick view on the right side of all the compounds of this in this property package. Then if we define a temperature, pressure, and then and also a composition, it's possible to perform an equilibrium calculations. And then we can iterate on the phases for performing some different calculation of physical properties. In this case, I just plot on the right side the state of aggregation of the phase. So we have liquid and solid for the wax crystals and liquid for the oil. And we have access to the fraction of the phases and the composition of the phases, plus all the physical properties supported by the property package. So it's possible to calculate the density of the wax and so on. We move to the next slide. Yes, so this is actually a view of what's possible to be done. We have it's possible to track individual N-paraffin crystallization within the plane by performing a lot of calculation using the Python through call using a call through Cape-Open interfaces. And this N-paraffin crystallization rate can be used further in model wax deposition models implemented in a pipe flow model. So if you do next, I think yes, we can see that we have we can do massive calculation and have a look to the crystallization of the first the heavier paraffin in the fluid. So this is one of the application. It's really easy to use and to perform some massive calculation in Python and to using this Python Cape-Open thermo import package. If we move to the next slide. Yes, so the second application that I want to share with you is the use of the Python unit operation developed by Amsterchem. I think I was one of the first testing it, and it was really easy actually to use this Python unit operations. So and to plug the models that I have developed in Python within a process modeling environment. So the purpose, why actually we use this Python unit operation, first of all, because it's easy to implement, to develop Python code. And in IFP, we have a history of developing a hydrodynamics model representing multi-phase flow hydrodynamic regime in pipes carrying gas, oil, water mixtures. And this Python unit operation permits to experiment with the model in a process simulator like the representation of oil and gas production network. So I have performed some interoperability tests with a simple pipe model. I was running the Python unit operation with Python 3.8. I've used Coffee on Pro2 to perform some tests on 2 physical property package. T provide coming with the Cocoa suite and Multiflash. If we move to the next slide, please, Michel. Okay, so this is a view, simple view of the model of the pipe. So it's not really complicated. There is a port, inlet port and outlet port, material port. Then we have different cells and a pipe diameter with, and the 2 equations are, the first equation is for calculating the pressure drop in the pipe. It's a very easy one from the literature. You can find it everywhere. And the second one is just the variation of the enthalpy due to the heat exchange with the surrounding. Actually, we have considered heat transfer coefficient representing by U value to define the amount of heat exchange with the surrounding. And we have set some parameter, diameter, length, and Cape Open parameter on this unit operation. So the first things, if you do next, yes, we can get access to the material object, I will say, and then next, yes, thanks to, as soon as we have the material inlet material object, it's possible to get all the stream information like the flow rate, the composition, the pressure, the temperature, and the enthalpy. If you do next, okay. After that, it's quite easy to perform a flash at different conditions. So we can create a phase equilibrium by specifying composition, an enthalpy, or a pressure, or a temperature and pressure, or it depends what kind of flash you want to perform. And as soon as you have the equilibrium, you can iterate on the phases to calculate, for instance, here the molar volume and the mass volume. These 2 values are further, if you do next, Michel, are further used for calculating the average density and the average viscosity, velocity of the fluid. And these values are used to calculate the pressure drop and the enthalpy variation along the pipeline. So it's quite easy to implement and to perform this calculation. So for the interoperability test, I have used CO2 plus water plus dodecan mixture with the composition provided below. At the inlet of the pipe, I have put 20 bars and 20 Celsius, and the flow rate is 1 kilogram per second. On the right side, you can see the Cape Open parameter of the unit operation. So the U value is 100 watt per square meter per Kelvin. And you have the external temperature, the diameter, the roughness, the length, the elevation, and you have also to specify the number of cells you want to use. I have performed the all the tests reported in the table below. So with coffee and tea, tea is support 2 phases. There is no issue. With multi-flash as well, both for with 2 phase and a 3 phase. If I use Pro2 with T in 2 phase, I have exactly the same results than performing calculation with T, coffee and tea, which is expected. So this is validated. With Pro2 and multi-flash, I have some issues with the 3 phase. Actually, there is a crash. I don't know exactly why. It's running correctly with Pro2 unit operation, but with over Cape-Open unit operation, there is an issue. And I have performed also a test with multi-flash on 2 phase. It works fine. And Pro2 with the Pro2 thermo, things works fine as well. So we can go to the next slide. Okay, so this is a view of the report available in the GUI of the Python unit operation. So it's possible to have a view of the on the left of the pressure profile, the temperature profile, and the mixture velocity profile. On the right side, it is a view of the liquid volume fraction, water volume fraction, oil volume fraction, and gas volume fraction along the pipeline. So these two plots are use the matplotlib package in Python, and you just need to implement correctly the code to have this report available in the GUI. On the right side, you have also a report based on the string values. If we go to the next next slide. So this is actually a view of the report through the ICAP report unit. We can move to the next slide as well. So this is a calculation performed with multi-flash and in Coffee for the 2-phase definition of the property package. And we can see that we have only oil in this case, or only the organic phase in this case. But if we change the condition at the inlet, for instance, increasing the temperature, we have the appearance of gas at the inlet of the pipeline. If we move to the next slide. Okay. So this is actually a view of the results obtained with T in Pro2. So they are identical to the one calculated with coffee and tea. And this is these tests are really interesting because we have the possibility to develop the unit operation and to use Pro2 thermodynamic libraries. And this is consistent with what we do in IFP in the process modeling department. So if we move to the next slide, I think it is a conclusion. So Python is an easy programming language with useful and powerful packages. And these two developments made by AmsterKM, the Python Cape-Open unit operation and the Python Cape-Open thermodynamic import package, allow to develop easily Cape-Open tailor-made components. And then complex system can be further developed and tested in a process modeling environment. I have already tested the simple pipe unit operation to define a network, and it works correctly. Of course, the performance depends on which property package you use. It's the T or multi-flash, you don't have the same calculation performance, but this is inherent to the property package. Next slide. I want to thank Jasper for his support. reactivity and for providing all these useful KPopen compliant components. I put also the 2 links. So it was really, I made this development quite easily, and it was really quick. In 1 week, actually, it's possible to implement a model like the one I show you. So thank you for your attention. If you have any question, I will be pleased to answer.